The Parashah reading for Yom Kippur is Vayikra 16. Adonai spoke with Moshe after the death of Aaron's two sons, when they tried to sacrifice before Adonai and died. Adonai said to Moshe, "Tell your brother Aaron not to come at just any time into the holy place beyond the curtain in front of the ark-cover, which is on the ark, so that he will not die, because I appear in the cloud over the ark-cover. Here is how Aaron is to enter the holy place. With a young bull as a sin offering, and a ram as a burnt offering, he is to put on the holy linen tunic, have linen shorts next to his bare flesh, have the linen sash wrapped around him, and be wearing the linen turban. They are holy garments. He is to bathe his body in water and put them on. He is to take from the community of the people of Israel 2 male goats for a sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. Aaron is to present the bull for the sin offering, which is for himself, and make atonement for himself and his household. He is to take the 2 goats and place them before Adonai at the entrance to the tent of meeting. Then Aaron is to cast lots for the 2 goats, 1 lot for Adonai and the other for Azazel. Aaron is to present the goat whose lot fell to Adonai and offer it as a sin offering, but the goat whose lot fell to Azazel is to be presented alive to Adonai, to be used for making atonement over it by sending it away into the desert for Azazel. Aaron is to present the bull of the sin offering for himself. He will make atonement for himself and his household. He is to slaughter the bull of the sin offering, which is for himself. He is to take a censer full of burning coals from the altar before Adonai, and, with his hands full of ground, fragrant incense, bring it inside the curtain. He is to put the incense on the fire before Adonai, so that the cloud from the incense will cover the ark-cover, which is over the testimony. In order that he may not die, he is to take some of the bull's blood and sprinkle it with his finger on the ark-cover towards the east. In front of the ark-cover he is to sprinkle some of the blood with his fingers 7 times. Next he is to slaughter the goat of the sin offering, which is for the people. Bring its blood inside the curtain, and do with its blood as he did with the bull's blood. Sprinkle it on the ark-cover and in front of the ark-cover. He will make atonement for the holy place because of the uncleanness of the people of Israel, and because of their transgressions, all their sins, and he is to do it the same for the tent of meeting, which is there with them right in the middle of their uncleanness. No one is to be present in the tent of meeting from the time he enters the holy place to make atonement until the time he comes out, having made atonement for himself, for his household, and for the entire community of Israel. Then he is to go out to the altar that is before Adonai and make atonement before it. He is to take some of the bull's blood and some of the goat's blood and put it on the horns of the altar. He is to sprinkle some of the blood on it with his finger 7 times, thus purifying it and setting it apart from the uncleanness of the people of Israel. When he has finished atoning for the holy place, the tent of meeting, and the altar, he is to present the live goat. Aaron is to lay both his hands on the head of the live goat and confess over it all the transgressions, crimes, and sins of the people of Israel. He is to put them on the head of the goat, and then send it away into the desert with a man appointed for the purpose. The goat will bear all their transgressions away to some isolated place, and he is to let the goat go in the desert. Aaron is to go back into the tent of meeting, where he is to remove the linen garments he put on when he entered the holy place, and he is to leave them there. Then he is to bathe his body in water in a holy place, put on his other clothes, come out, and offer his burnt offering and the burnt offering of the people, thus making atonement for himself and for the people. He is to make the fat of the sin offering go up in smoke on the altar. The man who let go the goat for Azazel is to wash his clothes and bathe his body in water afterwards. He may return to the camp. The bull for the sin offering and the goat for the sin offering, whose blood was brought in to make atonement in the holy place, is to be carried outside the camp. There they are to burn up completely their hides, meat, and dung. The person burning them is to wash his clothes and bathe his body in water. Afterwards he may return to the camp. It is to become a permanent regulation for you that on the 10th day of the 7th month you are to deny yourselves and do not do any kind of work, both the citizens and the foreigner living with you. For on this day atonement will be made for you to purify you. You will be clean before Adonai from all your sins. It is the Shabbat of complete rest for you, and you are to deny yourselves. This is a permanent regulation. The Cohen appointed and consecrated to be a Cohen in his father's place will make the appointment. atonement. He will put on the linen garments, the holy garments. He will make atonement for the especially holy place. He will make atonement for the tent of meeting and the altar, and he will make atonement for the Kohanim and all the people of the community. This is a permanent regulation for you to make atonement for the people of Israel because of all their sins, once a year. Moshe did as Adonai had ordered him.